Neptune has been home, for the last 15 years. Snuggling in the blankets of Pisces. Although it was a little brizzlety with Saturn moving in the last 2.5 years to compete. Neptune was doing its thing. And here comes Saturn, not pleased. It is tough love and judgment, and railing the train tracks and not going off into the meadow. The two of them trigger depression from two sides. So it isn't good when they are together. Neptune is color, and Saturn is black and white. Ostensibly, Neptune is a mirage while Saturn is concrete. The two of them don't work well to each other. It's like DJT losing his fortune. That didn't happen to him before. Neptune was showing him in a mirage of money, not the real thing. We were shocked when Piscean, Jackie Z Min, died at the beginning of the Saturn cycle. It was the same energy that are we seeing now, with the shock and trauma. Saturn in Pisces trails to Gemini, Virgo, and Sagittarius. When Saturn goes into a sign, it is most potent in the Grand Cross. In this case, it is Pisces to opposite Virgo, and square Gemini and Sagittarius. We see that Joy Reid is a Sag, Alex Wagner is Sag too, Katie Phang is a Leo but has Virgo in Venus, and Johnathan Capehart has a number of planets in Virgo. Doesn't he look like one? For Joy Reid, 2025 portended to be a banner year. She was given an award for the Brittany Griner interview she did. She had a book Medgar and Merle, Medgar Evers and the Love Story That Awakened America, 2024, and the future looked good. Until the end of February, where there were rumors that her show, The Reid Report, was going to get axed. And indeed it was. Even though she had good vibes from management in the previous weeks, out of the blue she was told to pack her bags. Her show was cancelled. There is a dark hole now where her presence was on the set, on the time slot, and the moderator round up discussing the current events. She was a bright light that should not have been taken down. Just as we were trying to get our heads around that, one after the other, we heard that Johnathan Capehart and Katie Phang had their shows abruptly cancelled too, as well as Alex Wagner. Why? There was conjecture that it was because they were people of color, although Simone Townsend is a Sagittarian and a black woman, and she survived the cut. Neptune moves into Aries, and Saturn will trail behind. This period is almost over. While Pisces is a water sign, it is strong here in the elements. It correlates to triple warmer, and it is in the fire meridian. In Chinese medicine it correlates to the boar, and the triple warmer. The three warmers consist of the lungs, the upper torso and dot elimination. Triple warmer is about the body, the three warmers of the body. So it is not just one body part, it's the whole body. It is about trauma, and depression, and shock. We were shocked when Piscean, Jackie Z Min, died at the beginning of the Saturn cycle and a few scant days from the MSNBC purging, we had a new moon in Pisces at 9 degrees. Nothing like going out with a bang. When the moon and sun conjunct in Pisces on the 28th, we learned of the death of Gene Hackman. If his birthday is right, he doesn't have any Pisces in his Aquarian chart, but there are years around it with Pisces, so it might not be accurate. Certainly the carbon monoxide would be a Piscean gaseous substance. Not to be undone, we witnessed the meltdown of DJT in the Oval Office, which looked like it was staged. Again, Saturn rapping on Neptune's knuckles. In fact, there were a number of authoritarians deciding how people's lives go forth henceforth. Volodymyr Zelensky has a Gemini rising, so he too is this Grand Cross. No one seems to be getting from out of the clutches as it wanes to the last vestiges of energy. And of course, DJT is a Gemini, and the good old USA has Gemini rising. California is a Virgo state. September 9, 1850, and we can conjecture that the fires in the state was a Saturnian slap on the face to Neptune. Not to be undone, Chuck Schumer, also a Sagittarian, to go out for a book tour, when he found himself between a rock and a hard place, between two tough decisions about the budget. At the very end of the period, Saturn, in the form of the Congress, took Tulsi Gabbard, Kash Patel, and John Ratcliffe to task for their blunder on the group chat that was not sufficiently secretive. But the end, if there be one, is DJT being Saturn, and firing thousands and thousands and thousands of people. That shocked and traumatized the federal workers, and the world.